Hey there, welcome to this session of the course. So today I'm going to show you how to make a manipulation design in Photoshop. So first of all, I'm going to start by creating a new file. So yeah, this is the dimensions I'm going to be working with: 2,400 for the width and 3,000 for the height. And then I create. So I already selected some pictures I'm going to use basically for the background and for the major pictures I'm going to use. Like I already have an idea of the design I'm going to do. So I would just drag in and drop some of the pictures because I already have PNG versions of some of them. Though this is one of it. This is one of the picture of this boy playing a basketball. So if I want to, for example, I want to remove the background of the picture, I can just drag it and drop here down in Photoshop, and then I would click on select subject, and then it will highlight this. That's the boy himself for me. Yeah, it will highlight the boy, then I can equally do the remaining, like select the other part. But I already have PNG version of this, so I won't be doing this. I'll just drag and drop my PNGs. So I'll first of all just do the background. First of all, create the background first of all, then before I would continue with the rest of the design. So this is the book. This is the first one. This is the first one. I'll make it full the screen like this. I think, yeah, I think this is good. This is good. Then I would save this. Then on this one, I'll add a motion blur. Motion blur. Then just trying to set this and see how it's going to be. Motion blur. Okay. I just wanted to have this blurry motion on the background. And then let me shift this and see. Okay. I would leave it like this. And then I would bring in the picture of the boy first of all. And that's here. This one right here. Okay. Then I'll place it here because I want to have like three of his pictures here inside this particular frame. So I'll just leave this one here for the meantime. Then I would bring in the second one. The second one, I think it should be this one. Then the second one, and I'll resize it a bit. So then I'll drag this one, I'll place it behind. So it will look as if this one is behind this one, something like this. Let's see. Let me drop the size of this one behind a bit. Something like this. I think this is okay. Let me see if I can take this one high a bit. I'm just trying to balance it in a way because I'm going to have some text in it. So then I'll shift this to the side. Okay, so this is fine for now. So I want to make it look realistic as if they're actually here. So I'm going to add some shadows down on his leg side. Yeah, so I'll zoom in. close to his leg. Then I'll create a new layer. The new layer, if you're creating a new layer, it should be behind his body. That's behind the image. If not, it's going to be on top of. That's for shadows. It should be behind the leg. So now I'll drop this. I'll just use the brush tool and bring it down. And I'll press Ctrl T. And then I'll hold Shift. So it's going to bend in this way. So you can then I'll then put it here. So you can see what it does, like giving this shadow motion on his feet. So it looks actually as if he's like the actual shadows from his leg. So then I would save it like this and see. Okay. I think this looks nice. So what I can do for this, I'll just duplicate it. Duplicate it and place it for the second leg too. Yeah. So this is actually okay. So I can just go ahead and add a little bit more shadows. Let's see. I'll just leave it like this. So what I'm going to do, I'll just add some slight shadows behind the leg again. So I'll create a new folder on its own, then pick the brush tool, drop the size a bit, and then just paint. So I don't think this is okay. I'll just paint it like this. I think I need to drop the size of the brush a bit. So let's just look as if there's this motion from his leg behind, and I don't think I need to do anything for the second one. Let me just no. So anyways, this one now I would convert it to smart objects, and then I would add blur. I'll do a Gaussian blur on it. I think it's too much. Gaussian blur. Then I'll do motion blur. So for the motion blur, I would drop it down so it's not too high like that. Okay. I'm not even seeing anything here, so I don't think this shadow. Let me just do Ctrl T and let me see how it's going to be. So I'm just trying to add extra ideas for the shadows so it doesn't look just exactly, it doesn't look too artificial. So I'm going to, let me remove the, yeah. So you can see like it's actually has um that realistic feel. So I'm going to just zoom closer and see what I can do. I'll just refine the shadow a bit. I'll drop the opacity down. Then the shadows are not supposed to be coming at this front side of the shoe. I'll just add a layer mask to this, and then I would layer mask to this, and then I would pick my brush tool and I'll clean out this front side of it. Yeah. So I'll leave it like this. Yeah, this is fine. So I'll add the shadows for the second picture. That's the one behind. I'll zoom closer to that one. Then let me just turn off this first one so I can be able to see what I'm doing on the other one. Then I'll zoom closer. I pick the same brush tool, same thing, just one, just click, and then you can drag Control T, and then you hold Shift to make it resize in this manner. Then you place it here, you hold Shift and expand it. So This is it. So I'll just adjust it a bit, then I'll clean out the areas in the front so it doesn't look as if the shadows are too popping at the front side. All right, good like this. Then create a layer mask, same thing. Use the brush tool, and then no, I cleaned it too much, so I'll just clean it slightly, and then let me see if I can use the same one for the second side. Uh, Alt. This one I think I'll have to rotate it like this. Mm, yeah. So we seem to have some nicely growing shadows. So for this one, so I'll create a new layer and then I'll use the brush tool and just paint like to give it that look as if something actually going on. So I'll paint like this, same thing, convert to smart objects, and then blur, Gaussian blur. Doesn't have to be too much. Yeah, I think this is too much. Drop it down. Since I'm going to drop the opacity, it shouldn't be all that much like that. So then I'll go down to motion blur. Or maybe after I add the motion blur, I don't think I would really need the Gaussian blur again. Let's see. Yeah, then let me see. Turn off the Gaussian blur. Then I'll drag it down a bit and drop opacity down and see what I can do. So I'm just trying to balance the shadows so it looks accurate, like not accurate like the best, but at least it look real. So I think the shadows are not so balanced. So I'll take this one up. Okay. All right, I'm just going to leave it like this. But whenever you have something to do like this, you can just take your time and try to make sure it's works out fine. Like use the proper shadows and the rest. So for this one, I'm going to the next thing I'm going to do is to try and make some changes on the background to see if I can maybe add some little spice to it. So I just go down to the background. I think I already have this, yeah, this stuff. Let me see. Okay, this is just what I have. So I would try adding a color lookup to this. Then I'll just go through all the options that we have. Okay, I think I like this one. Let me see if there's any better one ahead. So I've gotten to the last one. So think I like this one. This foggy nights, foggy nights 3DL. So I think I'll be going with this one. Though maybe we can find a better placement for this stuff. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Let me see if I can rotate it. So we'll have like those areas that flip horizontal. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to have like a proper lining for the stuff. So I don't know how this looks, but I think it's not bad like this. Yeah, something like this. So let me just leave it like this for the meantime. Yeah, this is okay. So I'm just going to add some brightness to the picture of the boy here. So this first one, I will just go to camera raw filter and then camera raw filter is loading. Okay, then I'll just use the basics, just normal camera raw filter, effects, little of this, then brightness, contrasts. I'll drop highlights down to the last one and see if I can use the other ones to like give it proper brightness. So this is how I normally do my like brighten my image when I'm using camera raw filter for this. So you can either copy my effect or you just have a way of doing your own. And most times it depends on the picture too. So you need to really look at the picture and see what works. And one good thing is whenever you're adding this filter to a picture, ensure it's um it's a smart object, so you can always come and refine and make changes to the picture. So let me see. I think I need to drop the brightness down a bit so it doesn't look too bright. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Toggle off on. Okay, so I think this is okay. Then I'll pick the second picture and same thing. Okay, yeah, so I've added some shadows to, sorry, I've added brightness to the both of the pictures. So next I'm going to move to, let's see, I wanted to have a text here, like I wanted to have a text behind the boy that says win. Then I'll have a clip marks of his picture inside the text. So I'll just move directly to the next thing before I'll add some other things too. So next thing I'll just go to my text tool, text, and I'll type the word win. Okay, so I think I just go with the font because I really like Anton. I think that's the title of the font. Anton. Yeah. So this is the font I'm going to go with. And so I'm going to select it. I'll take it behind the boy, behind everything, including the shadows. Let me change the color to black so I can be able to understand what I'm doing. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. Then I was trying to see if I can get a longer font. Like I want the font to be really long, but this one doesn't really give me the actual feel I want. So I'm going to just stretch it. Let me see. Win. Yeah. because I don't really want to start going over searching for another font again. So I already have this one, and sometimes I just manipulate fonts like this just to give it the look I want. So there's this specific look I want, and I think this font is bold enough for what I want to do. So I would use this one like this, and then win. So this is the way I want it. So, but the color, I think the color I need to make it like gray. Let's see, dark gray or something like that. I'm just selecting. I'm using the color picker tool to pick a color from our existing background here. So I'm just picking the darker side of the background. So just in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm picking the darker side of the background and using it for the this text layer that we have currently. So I will I will bring in the third picture of this boy. I'll bring in the third picture and then I'll clip it into this particular text now, which is the text, the win itself. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I also want to have like a mirror-like image of these texts down, flowing maybe straight down or just straight down, for example. Somehow I'm just having that idea, and then a mirror-like image of the boy. So first of all, I'm going to duplicate um this text layer, then I'll lock the first one, then I'll go with this one. This is the one I'm going to do the clip marks of his picture. So I'll pick this picture and then I'll drop it inside. And then it actually has to be big since I just want to get his face and just his face side. So this is let's see. So I'll save it like this and then I'll create clipping mask. See it's inside there. So I think I need to rotate it a bit because let me see, rotate it sideways and maybe drop the size a bit. I feel it's a bit too big because I need to see like the features of his face. Yeah, it's a bit too big. So I'll drop it down again like this, for example. Okay. So I think this is kind of nice. So there's one thing I need to do. I want to group this first picture with the shadows of it in a particular group, then group the second one, same thing. So I can be able to move them in case I want to readjust. I can move them independently. So I will pick this, I think okay, this for this. So I would select that and hold shift. I think this is the first shadow of it, and this is for the other one. So group Control G, then I'll say boy 2 because that's the second picture I brought in. So boy 1, uh, mm, then let's say Control G. Yeah. So this one will be boy 2. So I can move, sorry, this should be boy 1. boy one. So I can take it down if I wish. I'll just take it up anyways. So for this one, I will take it a bit up with the picture that it's clip marked into. That's the one that is behind. Yeah, something like this. So his face can be visible. That's the major thing I want to say. Okay, let me Control Z. I'm just trying to see the way I can get his face to be visible. So I'll shift this one sideways a bit. Yeah, sideways a bit. Something like this. Then this one, I will shift it in a way that I would have his. Let me resize it a bit. I just want to have his eyes. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, so this is what I have with this one. So the next thing I'm going to do is to duplicate the boy too. Each of these boys now, I will duplicate and have the picture rotated. So I'll have like a mirror-like image of them. So Control J, and I'll take it behind, and then Control T, then rotate 180. So you see what it does. Then I'll flip horizontal again. Then I'll hold Shift and push the picture down like this. Yeah. So let me try with the blend mode to see if there's anyone that can give me the actual blend mode. If I don't get any better one, I'll just use opacity and then I'll fade it out in a way. So I'll just drop the fill this way. Let me just leave it at 50 or 30 or 40. Yeah, something like this. Then I will just add a layer mask, and then let me see if I can fade it out a bit with this. Yeah, something like this is okay. So you can see what it does. Like it gives it that mirror like look. So it gives it that mirror like look. Then I'll just do the same for the second one. Select the second boy, Control J, take it back. Yeah, so I'm done adding the mirror like look on the both of his pictures. So next thing I will do, okay, I'll go back to our duplicated text. This is the text here. So I was supposed to, let me just try fitting it because I want to do almost the same thing with the other one. I would rotate it 180 and flip it horizontal so it's the same. Then I'll hold shift and take it down this way. So I would then I think I want to take it to this right side. Yeah, so I'll zoom back a bit I'm just trying to see how I can give it the same mirror look in a way that it makes sense. So I would use first of all, I would turn it to a smart object. Yeah, convert to a smart object. So all the effects I'm doing, I can always go back and refine. So that's the essence of using smart objects. And even if I hadn't turned it to a smart object, I wouldn't have been able to use perspective and distort. So for here, I'm using perspective and then perspective. Let me just see. And let me say skew. Let me try this. I think something like this is cool. Taking it like this. And then, yeah. So I think I like this one. Yeah, I think I like this one. So let me see something. I just want to perspective, expand down here a bit, and then skew. So I'm trying to fit it in a way that it actually makes sense. So okay, I think this is good. So for the boy behind, I boy two. Let me see if I can increase his size a bit. Okay, yeah, perfect. So this is actually what I have. So this is actually what I have for 8 years. So I'll just move further and see if I can add a thing or two here. So okay, I actually wanted to add some sparks to this their ball here. So I wanted to add some like lightning so it looks like okay. Majorly the idea I have is making it look like the boy is he's a superstar. So he's kind of um so like just like a dream, like a motivation kind of flyer. Yeah, something like that. So that is the idea I have. So for this win text, let me see. I just felt like there's too much space at the top. So let me take this up a bit. So yeah, this is good. Okay, so for this boy picture that is inside, I feel the color it's not it's kind of distracting in a bit like it's not so good to be the way it is. Maybe I should add a little blend to it and see if it will work fine. So for this one, I'm just going to let me first of all brighten the picture, just add some glows, some little brightening effect to it. Okay, yeah, so I'm done adding the glows in the boy's picture. So I'm just thinking of like giving some little effects. So I'm just going to try out. I don't want it to just be the same color with this one here. So I'm just going to try out using the blend mode to see if I can get something Okay, I think this black and white is good. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it like this. So it doesn't just look, you see, this is black and white. So if you compare this, you see black and white kind of, yeah, makes sense. Makes more sense like this. So next thing, I'm going to add some sparks to the ball, which is the ball the boy is holding. I'll just try adding some little sparks. So there's this thunder thunder strike. Okay, so I downloaded these sparks, these thunder strikes PNGs online. So I'm just going to use some of them here and see what I can do. Yeah, just use them to add some sparks to the boy's hand here. So I'll first of all start with this picture here. So I'll zoom close. Let me see. I'm just going to drag and drop the sparks and add some glows to it and stuff like that. So I'll go back to the folder. I'll pick this one, for example, drag it, reduce opacity. Yeah, reduce opacity. Then I'll just use create layer marks and then I'll clean out these areas. So I just want it to be on the board itself. So then I'll go back here. I'll find another one. So I just pick them randomly. There are a lot of them here, so I think they can all work for this. Okay, yeah. So I'm done adding the sparks. So the next thing I'm going to do is I think I need to add some glows to the sparks just to make it glow a bit, just to give it that slight glow effect. So next thing I'm going to do, let me just add some. I'll just use one of them to add like an outer glow on on these sparks. Then maybe I would duplicate it. Or instead of doing that, I'm just going to Control G. I'll group them all. Control G, and then I'll add. Let me see if this is for. Okay, yeah, it's for this one. So let me just say thunder or sparks instead. Then I'll just add some effects to it. So first of all, let me see. I'll try and change the blend mode. It's all the same. It's same white. So I'm just going to add outer glow to it, and for the blend mode of outer glow, I'll put it on Litten. I'll put it on Litten, and then I would see if I can adjust that's the glow, the spread for the glow, and the size as well. So this is too high. So I think something like this is okay. Let me see if I'll drop the opacity a bit. Yeah, I think something like this, or let's see how this one looks from outside. I think it's too bright. Let me just drop down the size of the glow. Taking a view from this side, let me drop it down. I think something like this size is okay. So I'll just copy layer styles, and then I go down to the second spark for the other image, and then I'll group it as well. Control G, then paste layer styles. So it automatically paste in this second one. So the next thing around the ball, I'm just going to add this ellipse tool just to give it that round glow, some slight glow, some more glowing features to it, just to add some more glowing features to it. So I'll take this one behind the boy, I think, and then let me try it out and see. So I just want it to be around the ball. So I'm going to make the color white, plain white, and then let me just duplicate and reserve one for the second ball. So down to the second one, I would let me add the blend mode. So blend mode, I'm going to go to outer glow. On outer glow, I would try out some blend mode. I'm just trying to add like some additional. Let me see. Yeah. I think this is row 31. Um, then I'll increase this one, increase the size. Yeah, see what it does. It's giving it that more adding more glowing features to the ball. But I'm going to drop the size of this particular ball. I think I'm going to drop the size and then range 50. I think that's okay. Opacity. Let me drop down the opacity a bit. I think this is okay. So the thing what I have to do is to drop down the size of the ball, probably this way, and see. Then let me see. Let me just drop opacity for the layer entirely. Uh, okay. Just looking to see what else I can do. So it doesn't look so. Let me see. Let me try adding a Gaussian blow. So it's blow Gaussian blow. Yeah, convert to smart objects. Let's see. Yeah, I think this works fine. Then I'll drop the fill a bit. Leave it at something like this, for example. So you can see, just give that effect, like it has that white effect around it. So I'll take the ellipse tool to second circle to this boy here. Then I would take this circle down to the folder and then reduce the size as usual and drop it down to fit the ball. Yeah. Oh no. So then I'm going to take it behind the boy's image. Yeah, so behind like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy layer style from the previous picture. Let's see, copy layer style. Slight error there. So I'm going to go down to the previous ellipse from this one here, and then I'll just go into this one here, outer glow. I'll just copy layer style, close it. You see why it's good to have smart objects, why it's good to work with smart objects, because you can always go and pick something from it or modify it. So I'll paste this one here. Oh, I think it's slightly too big, but I'll just drop it down a bit. Or maybe I might need to adjust certain things in it. So let's see. I think it has to do with the size. Yeah. So then same thing. convert to smart objects. I don't know why it disappeared. Okay. I guess it's because it's on a white background. Then I'll just add a Gaussian blur to it. Gaussian blur. Yeah, so it gives that same look. Now with this one, see it has the same look here. So I'll just increase it a bit, make it so it will be more visible. Yeah, I think this is getting okay. So let me see what else I can do here. So one other thing I can do, though I think we are almost done here. Let me just try and add um something extra to the background to see if I can maybe slightly alter the color a bit. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Let me try bringing in this one here. Let me just see. And then I'll try using any of the blend modes. And I'll drop opacity down a bit. Probably 60. Yeah, something like this. Okay. Let me drop it down a bit. So just to not have just plain black and white. So I think this is good. Then another thing I can do is maybe I can duplicate the ball. So I think another thing I can do is to take away the ball of this particular ball. Let me try it out and see. And maybe have like another motion of it. So I'm just going to just have a copy of this ball, layer via copy, and then I'll take it just to the top layer here. So I can then see what I can do with it. So I think I might need to have like one or two more duplicates of this. So for this first one here, convert to smart objects, and then I'll just I'll blur it. I'll give it a motion blur effect. Motion blur. I think this is slightly too much. Motion blur. And then I would adjust the size properly, something like this. Or okay, I see the ball has this light reflection hitting it, so I'm going to use that to position the ball here. So it's going to look actually as if the light is hitting it from where it is. So you see, it gives it the lighting effect. Yeah. So I'll duplicate the second ball. I just want to place this one somewhere here. So something like this. Yeah. So convert to smart objects and then filter motion blur. So yeah. So this is what I have. So what I can just do is maybe just to add like a little complementary text, maybe somewhere up or somewhere. So let me just type in something. Okay, yeah. So I've added text, just a little text here. Just say choose courage over comfort and watch yourself overcome the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. So that's it. Just looking for that. Let me try this particular background here. I think I should just try and add it. Try and just include it here. Then let me try adding a Gaussian blur to it. So I just need just the color of it. Gaussian blur, something like this. Yeah. And then this one. Let's see what we can do. Let me try because I really want that curve part of it, this curved areas of it, so have effects in the design. So that wavy area of it. So let's see. Let's leave it like this and see what we have. So this one I might just see. Yeah, I think this is cool. This is okay. So I think this is okay, yeah. So next thing I'm going to do, I don't want to like start adding more things or trying to complicate the design. I'm just going to let me see, take this one off a bit so it's that of this boy too. So I'm just trying to increase the opacity on his shoes, on his other body. Sorry, the mirror-like effect I did on the body. So I'm just trying to increase it. So for this one, next thing I'm going to do is just to add some more effects to make it look more nice. Aside from the normal effect that I have, so I'm adding brightness to it. Brightness. I'm adding some contrast and brightness actually. I think it's too bright. Just too bright. Then it's okay like this. Then I'll add curves. Then for this, okay, then before I do the next thing, I want to, for this win text, that's this one here. This one here, I want to add like, I want to just make it look, um, just fade it out a bit from here. Not too much, but just some slides. Fade out something. Let's see. Yeah, something like this. So it doesn't look too just too plain. Yeah, so I think this is what we have going. Then I'll just use color lookup to balance the colors. Color balance, sorry. Color balance. Then let's see. So I think that's all I have for this design. So I can still go further and maybe make one or two changes or one or two adjustments on the brightness or something. Because I kind of feel like there's a bit too much brightness on it somehow, but I don't want to go too extreme on it. So I'm going to leave it like this. If you are working on it, you can go ahead and maybe make your own personal changes. But for this one is this for me. So thank you, and catch you up in the further models. Thank you.